So the first half of this groove is kind of easy. The second half's a little bit more tricky. We're going to start with kick on its own, hat on its own, snare on its own, hat. And that's an offbeat hi-hat groove. Kick, hat, snare, hat, only one thing at a time. If you keep repeating that, pretty cool groove. Now the second half is exactly the same other than there's one extra note in there and it's a bass drum. So you're going to go for the bass on its own again, then a hi-hat, then another bass drum. And it's pretty quick. So it's bass, hat, bass, bass, hat, bass. So pretty quick in there. Bass, hat, bass, and then it finishes the same, snare, hat. But that second half again, bass, hat, bass, snare, hat, rhythmically 3 and a 4 and 3 and a 4 and the tricky bit, 3-note phrase in there, hat on its own, kick on its own, snare on its own, hat, kick, snare. If you just take that little component and practice it, it's pretty awkward to play. Okay, especially if you start to get it fast. So that, if you can try and work on that, that will really, really help. What you'll find is you'll kind of, they'll kind of go in the wrong order. It's like, ah! So you're trying to tell your limbs, do it this way. Hat, bass, snare. And then you just kind of slot that back in. Kick. Whoop, whoop, bap. Whoop, whoop, bap. And then speed her up. And the great thing about these grooves, put it onto like the bell of the ride cymbal. Ping. Sounds great. Or into other cymbals and just move it around. And once you've got the groove as well, try and do fills with it. Otherwise it's like, look at this groove I can do. But I can't get out and do something else and get back. So try and do the groove. Then a fill. Then back to it. Then another fill. So you can see kind of getting in and out of it. That's going to make it useful. Try it at different speeds. Move the right hand onto different things. Like a tom even. That could sound cool, or any other cymbal. So take the idea, move it around, have some fun with it, and I will see you guys for the next lesson sometime soon.